the other capitalism?
Agrarian capitalism, industrial capitalism, and state capitalism.
Yeah. First, commercial capitalism, agrarian capitalism, then
Industrial
industrial
capitalism,
capitalism, then your
state capitalism.
state
State
capitalism.
capitalism.
And is there any problem with regard to this concept? कार किसी problem अच्छे कि again आउथरे कोई देवी?
No,
सर
sir.
मर्केंटाइल कैपिटलिज्म विषय टिके आउथरे कहबो
अच्छा आमे जोटा commercial capitalism बोली करी कहूचु, this phase started when the feudalism period was going on. Feudalism means the phase before the emergence of your Renaissance and in the first stage of Renaissance. And commercial capitalism is linked to agrarian capitalism. In what way? Or they both these concepts overlap with each other. आमे जदि कहवा जे कमर्शियल कैपिटलिज्म कोठो आसिला लोकन को पाखरे जदि सरप्लस पैसा नथिला ताले कैपिटलिज्म आरंभ हेबोनी तेनु first people got money through your agricultural products. Agrarian means it is relating to agriculture, and thereafter your commercial capitalism, and both these two concepts, commercial capitalism and agrarian capitalism, linked to each other, and vice versa also. Without commercial capitalism, there will be no agrarian capitalism, and without agrarian capitalism, there will be no commercial capitalism. So that's the interesting point. And when we are talking of history or any other subject, keep in mind there is an evolution in each and every concept. आमे जेतेबेले कोनसेटा डिस्कशन करूछु, keep in mind that there is always an evolutionary phase. Nothing happen all of a sudden. कौन से जिनस आमे जोटा कैपिटलिज्म की commercial capitalism हो कि agrarian capitalism हो, it didn't arrive out of a sudden. So there was the evolutionary period of this process, commercial capitalism and your agrarian capitalism, and thereafter we are talking about industrial capitalism. Industrial capitalism is totally a modern concept with the emergence of industrial revolution in England in 1760. That is your industrial capitalism, means the capitalists who invested their money in industries. Industries means machine made industries, and state capitalism means where the capitalistic process is being managed by the state, that is called state capitalism. So in this process there are four things. First is commercial capitalism, next is your agrarian capitalism, and third industrial capitalism, and the fourth one is state capitalism. And it evolved through near about 300 years, and after that, whenever we are talking of capitalism, we have to start with this. And thereafter it is written in your book, the period of commercial capitalism. Means the period before, just before the arrival of your Renaissance, and during that time the second phase of feudalism was continuing, and each and every capitalism is related to profit or capitalist process, or whenever we are talking of capitalism or capitalist, the main objective is to get profit or to amass profit. कैपिटालिस्ट रो मूल लक्ष्य किंबा कैपिटलिज्म आम जो जिनस कहूँ तार मूल लक्ष्य है प्रॉफिट एंड एवरीथिंग मैनेज्ड बाय फ्रॉम द प्रोडक्शन टू मार्केटिंग everything is managed by the person who invested his capital in industry. Means at that time there was no machine made industries, and in that industries everything will be managed by him, and that evolution of your commercial capitalism, in a way it is related to your agrarian capitalism. And whenever we are talking about industrial capitalism, actually there is a transition phase that is called from feudalism to capitalism. The transition phase is known as transition माने मध्यवर्ती अवस्था. आमे क्या सांगरे कहूचु feudalism और capitalism रो मध्यवर्ती अवस्था, and during that time the capitalist process already evolved. And in the 18th century, whenever we are talking about industrial society, there is two type of industrial capitalism or industrial society, or whatever you can say. That is, industrial capitalism is pre-industrial capitalism and industrial capitalism. Pre-industrial capitalism means whenever we see the transition from feudalism to capitalism, आम जो मध्यवर्ती अवस्था देखुचु जे सब बेले गोटे मध्यवर्ती अवस्था थाए. फॉर एग्जांपल आम जते बेले 10th क्लास पास करू, डिग्री आउ 10th क्लास मझिरे जोटा मध्यवर्ती अवस्था, दैट मीन्स +2, that is transition phase. Means that 10 plus 2 will determine your career or your profession. ता भारे आ गोटे कथा ला 10th क्लास रो 12th क्लास आसिला बेलको से को सब्जेक्ट पढिबो, को स्ट्रीम रे पढिबो, that is being determined in this 10 plus 2. So for example 10 plus 2 is a your transition period in between 10th class and degree. Likewise here, whenever we are talking about industrial capitalism arrived only when pre-industrial capitalism already finished, and thereby the industrial capitalism started with the emergence of or with the use of scientific technology in industry, that is machine made industries. So in that way, and another thing is that that period is called as industrial revolution. Keep in mind everywhere, whenever the word or term called revolution is being used, आम जते बेले revolution आउ term ता यूज करू, ता माने revolution means a complete. Hello, anyone talking or asking?
Sir, actually, fetishism रो माने कोन?
हाँ?
Fetishism.
Criticism माने आमे जोटा criticize करूचु?
ना fetishism. FETISHISM.
Fetishism.
Sir, capitalist
Where it is related? Please speak. Where you got referred this?
Capitalist industrialization chapter unit 12. Capital under associate. Heading capital रो under associate.
अच्छा को
unit 12 capitalist industrialization.
Capitalist industrialization.
Sir. Capital रो under ठीक 24 पेज नंबर 24 पारा 2. पारा 2 रो चेन नंबर लाइन.
अच्छा ए मार्केट हुएर एटा की ना 24. अच्छा तुम बही नुआ बुक थिबो को जगह रे अछि सेटा कैपिटलिज्म रे अछि ना कैपिटलिस्ट इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन रे अछि?
कैपिटल रो अंडर रे अछि कैपिटल.
अच्छा ता माने कैपिटल रो अंडर रे अछि न? जस्ट I am getting it correct. अच्छा, two corollaries of this understanding
sir,
ଅଛି
sir,
कि से
exactly,
paragraph?
exactly,
हाँ
sir, exactly,
हाँ
sir.
हाँ, ठीक. Two corollaries of this understanding are: first, it applies to every sort of society in the past, in the present and in future, and specific to none. And second, that it posits the possibility of inanimate object or productive sense of generating an income flow. This is neoclassical concept. Neoclassical. ଏବେ ଆମେ ନୂଆ ଜିନିଷ ଗୋଟେ ୟୁଜ କରୁଛୁ, ନିଓ କୋଲ୍ଡ ୱାର, ନିଓ କ୍ଲାସିକାଲ. ନିଓ ମିନ୍ସ ସମଥିଙ୍ଗ ନ୍ୟू, ଯୋଉଟା କି କ୍ଲାସିକାଲ ରିପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟେସନ ଥିଲା. କ୍ଲାସିକାଲ ମାନେ ପୁରୁଣା, ସେଇ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲ ଇଏର ରିପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟେସନ ଟା ନୂଆ କରି ଯୋଉଟା ହେଇଛି. It exemplifies what has become fetishism, or the process uh, in which men project upon outside and inanimate upon reified abstraction. These powers are actually their own. That means, you quoted a very good thing. Actually, according to this new classical theory, that process is known as fetishism, the process in which men project upon outside. ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଇଏ କରୁଛୁ, ଗୋଟେ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଷ୍ଟ ଫାଷ୍ଟ କୋଉଠି ସୃଷ୍ଟି ହେଲା? Let me clarify you one thing. ଆମେ ଯୋଉଟା କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲ ରୁ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଷ୍ଟ ଆସିଲା,
Sir, sir.
ଆମେ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲ କଥା କହୁଛୁ whenever we are talking about money, where money is first being used. କୋଉ ଜାଗାରେ money use ହେଲା? ଆଚ୍ଛା, ମୋ ପାଖରେ ପଇସା ଅଛି, where I will use it?
Commercial.
ନା, ଠିକ ଅଛି, କମର୍ସିଆଲ ରେ ତ ଆମେ ୟୁଜ କରିବା, ସେଟା that is well and good. କିନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ହେଲା ଯେ ଆମେ ଓଡିଶାରେ ୟୁଜ କରିବା ନା ସେଟା ମୁଁ ମଧ୍ୟପ୍ରଦେଶରେ ୟୁଜ କରିବି?
Sir,
ଡେଫିନେଟଲି ଇନ ଓଡିଶା. ଆମେ ଯୋଉଟା ଏଟା କୋଉ ଟାଇମ ର କଥା କୁହା ହଉଛି, ଯୋଉ ଟାଇମ ରେ ड्यूरिंग द पीरियड ऑफ फ्यूडालिज्म, जो समय रे कि सामंत प्रथा यूरोप रे थिला, सही समय रे कोन हला ये लोक जेतेबेले पैसा पाइले, पैसाटा कोथरु पाइले? एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्ट्स रू जो सरप्लस हला ताकू जो किना बिका कले सेथरु जो पैसा पाइले, से पैसाटा से माने कोठी फास्ट यूज कले? तांको जगह रे यूज कले. किंतु later on they started shifting their, जोटा से कोई is exemplary or the process in which men project upon outside and inanimate objects upon reified abstractions. These powers which are actually their own. पैसा जा पाखरे अछि से चिंता करिवो कोठी पैसा खर्च करिवो. हेलो फिरोज, आर यू
sir, sir,
listening?
sir, sir,
हाँ,
sir, sir.
तो पैसा जा पाखरे अच्छे पॉकेट रे, मो पॉकेट रे पैसा अछि, मु कोठी खर्चा करी मु सेटा जानिछि? मु जानिली जे दिल्ली रे पैसा खर्च कले ये अलगा कोनसी जिंस बिक्री कले मु सेठो प्रॉफिट पाइबी. देन आई विल इन्वेस्ट not in my state but in other states also. तो
Sir.
सेई जो इंडिपेंडेंस डिसीजन ता सेटा कारो? कैपिटल जा पाखरे अछि से डिसीजन ता से नेबो.
Sir.
Would you follow my point?
Sir, 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 I could follow.
এটা কোন?
Yes, sir.
That's why right from the beginning ଆମେ ଯୋଉଟା ପଢୁଛୁ ଏଥିରେ କଣ କି ଯୋଉ ମ୍ୟାନର ରେ ଦିଆ ହେଇଛି, it needs a lot of clarifications. You are good to point out this. So many things are there. ମୁଁ କଣ କରୁଛି, what I am doing, I am just simplifying it with according to the needs of time. ଆମର ସମୟ କେତେ ଅଛି ସେଇଟାକୁ ଦେଖିକିରି ମୁଁ କ୍ଲାରିଫାଏ କରୁଛି ହେଲା. And that's a good point also. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ହେଲା, ଆମେ ଯେତେ ବି ଜିନିଷ ଏଥିରେ ପଢୁଛୁ actually literally ତାକୁ define କରିବାଟା it is very difficult. And right from the beginning ମୁଁ ଆଗରୁ କହିଥିଲି, ଆମେ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ ଉପରେ ପଢିବା ଲାଗି ହେଲେ ଆମେ डिग्री लेवल रो किंबा पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट लेवल रो कौन सी बही पढ़ी परिवा एनी ऑफ द बुक वी कैन रीड आल्सो एंड आफ्टर दैट यू कैन गो थ्रू इट गोटे बेस्ट बही आमे जोटा मिलुची बाजार रे मार्केट रे जोटा अवेलेबल थिबो यू कैन परचेज इट वन अकॉर्डिंग टू योर ओन लैंग्वेज तापरे then start reading all these things then it will be very useful for you
sir actually
problem ta
corollaries
saiti achi
sir
hello
corollaries mane kono two corollaries to mane ta mane ta kono
two corollaries of this understanding dita se meaning ko se bujhouchi corollaries acha bartaman acha mo bujhe dauchi bartaman amar ये जो कोविड ता सेकंड वेव चली एटा को माने बेसी अफेक्टेड होचंती those patients who are having coronary diseases suppose जो माने कोविड रे अफेक्टेड होचंती का लागि बेसी डेंजरस जो मानकर हाई बीपी थिवो जो मानकर हाई डायबिटीज थिवो सेटा मान को कोरोलारी बोली कि कोआ होय दीटा कथा कोआ होय सेठी बुझियला एग्जांपल संगरे
sir
two corollaries means two meanings two sides are there past it applied to every sort of society in the past it applies to the society mo first कहली जे society संग it is applicable and the second is the second that it possesses the possibility of innate objects and productive in the sense of generating an income flow आ गोटे ये रहला एम एंड ऑब्जेक्ट इज टू जनरेट एन इनकम फ्लो जणे काहे कि कैपिटल इन्वेस्ट करे काहे कि इन्वेस्ट करे
प्रॉफिट पाए
हाई रिटर्न लगे एंड इनकम फ्लो को बढ़ेवा लगे करे
सर
तो इट इज बेसिकली रिलेटेड टू ऑल दिस थिंग्स इन ए वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स मैनर इटा जो लिखा है इट इज रिटन इन ए वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स मैनर it is very hard to understand also
okay sir okay
हां ठीक है चेष्टा कले आओ बेस बहिटा अलगा बहिटा पढी के एटा पढिला आउ टिके भलो हेबो
okay sir I will do it sir
हां थैंक यू ताहले हमें एटा डिस्कशन कला कोटा के कमर्शियल कैपिटलिज्म रो हमें स्टेट कैपिटलिज्म पर्यंत आसिला तापरे कमर्शियल कैपिटलिज्म इन स्पेन इटली France, England and Holland. Holland means Netherlands. How commercial capitalism developed in Spain, Italy, France, England and Holland. You know, whenever we are reading about the paper on modern world, it is actually the history of the Western European countries. And these Western European countries like Spain, Italy, France or England, Holland, they became advanced countries due to the emergence of Renaissance. एमाने काहे कि एते एडवांस हेले Indians were also advanced till that time but when Renaissance emerged they became more advanced than us and by 100 times also and there is a gap in between us and the Western European countries of nearly 200 years तो जेतेबेले से माने एडवांस चले after the emergence of Renaissance and just after the end of your feudalism रो जो पीरियड ता सरी गला ता परवर्ती समय रे जो कैपिटल कथा कोहा गला एवं that became commercial in the sense और सेटा commercial capitalism started in Italy, Spain, Italy, France, England and Holland and by the by there started a competition in between all these Western European countries for the commercial purpose and till that time it was confined to their own continent but after that there was a lot of changes when their trade became beyond the Atlantic ଆମେ transatlantic बोलिकरी कहू and that developed later on. So as a result of commercial capitalism, what developed? Number one, capital became the major source of economy. Number one, thereafter the investment of these capitalists brought a lot of profits. Number three, directly or indirectly, it offered your employment process. Anyone raising a hand? Hello? Someone raised a hand? Any questions on that? So let's forget. So the results of commercial capitalism are: number one, capital with the emergence of your the capital system or capitalism, the capitalist invested their money in certain areas which would be suitable.
slow kule ame note down kori parbo actually sir.
अच्छा, number one सेटा लेखो.
Capital become the major source of income.
Major source of income, providing employment, directly, directly or indirectly. Hello?
Sir.
Second, the major objective was profit. The major objective was profit. And profit was the sole criteria of capitalists. Number four, it led to the growth of markets and also opened the process of urbanization ହେଲା. Next,
Sir.
next, number 6 or 5th?
Number 4.
Number 4. In another way, commercial capitalism also started the price revolution and thereby it started a phase of competition in the field of commerce. Next, these parameters of commercial capitalism led to the expansion of Europe politically and commercially. Is it all right?
Sir.
Is it clear now?
Sir.
So next we should go for capitalist industrialization. Just I was talking.
commercial capitalism ଥିଲା ତ commercial capitalism
हाँ एटा commercial capitalism थिला आमा commercial capitalism रो without the emergence of your commercial capitalism we cannot speak of capitalist industrialization and आमा जेते जिंस पढुचु एथरे each and everything is related to each other हमको कैपिटलिज्म जिनसटा जानिला परे आमे जो पेजेस गुडा को पढिला से जिनस जानिला परे it would be quite easier for you to understand each and every concept. There will be no problem. Time and again we are discussing it, and let me assure you one thing: wherever the word revolution is being used, आमे जते बेले रिवोल्यूशन कहले आमे जोटा ओडिया रे कहूछु विप्लव बोली करी wherever we use it or whenever the term or concept is associated with any political or economic revolution means a complete fundamental change in each and every works of life. Actually revolution यदि precise term रे कहिबा हमें revolution means a complete fundamental change in all walks of life. गोटे आमूलचूल परिवर्तन को आमे जदि ओडिया रे कहिबा ताको गोटे आमूलचूल परिवर्तन को ही रिवॉल्यूशन कुआ हुए जोथरे आमे दीटा मुख्यतः रिवॉल्यूशन को देखुछु गोटे हला economic revolution जोटा कि the biggest revolution of its kind was industrial revolution. This is relating to commerce or your economy. Then we are also talking about the political revolution. Greatest political revolution is your French Revolution. So revolution means a complete fundamental change in all walks of life. सबु क्षेत्र रे जते बेले परिवर्तन हुए. For example, industrial revolution रो कथा हला. Industrial revolution जते बेले आरंभ हला, when it started in England, it opened a new chapter in the history of Western Europe or European continent especially, and to the world at large. आमा जते बेले कहूछु जे सेठी आरंभ हला किंतु तार इफेक्ट्स तार रिजल्ट्स it affected the whole world. इंग्लैंड रे प्रोसेस ता आरंभ हला तापरे धीरे धीरे gradually it spread to different parts of the European continent, and thereby they became economically much smooth than others. Then also a number of problems cropped up. जदि बा इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन आरंभ हला तथापि अनेक क्षेत्र रे इन ईच एंड एवरी रेस्पेक्ट देयर वर प्रॉब्लम्स इन द बिगिनिंग तो जेतेबेले 1760 रे इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन आरंभ हला सही समय रे ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम they first thought about your raw materials ସେମାନେ ଆଗରୁ ତା ଆଗରୁ ଏମାନେ actually economical exploitation କଥା ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ American country or American continent was the first continent which was being exploited by the European countries uninterruptedly ସେମାନେ first ସେଇଟାକୁ exploitation କରୁଥିଲେ ତାପରେ next target ହେଲା Asian continent and especially India ତାମାନେ industrial revolution କେତେ କ୍ଷେତ୍ରରେ ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତନ କରୁଛି ମୁଁ ସେଇ କଥା କହୁଛି ତ ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେଇଠି ଆରମ୍ଭ ହେଲା ର ମେଟେରିଆଲ୍ସ ତ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରୁ କାହିଁକି ନିଆଗଲା ଏବଂ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରୁ ର ମେଟେରିଆଲ୍ସ ନିଆଗଲା ଆଉ ସେଠୁ କାହିଁକି ଇଣ୍ଡିଆକୁ ମାର୍କେଟ ବୋଲିକିରି ପଠା ହେଲା ଏବଂ ଆଜି ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ till in 21st century why India is being given prestige due prestige by the different world economies ସବୁଥିରୁ ବଡ଼ କଥା ହେଲା India is the biggest market in the world India is now having a very consumerist population now we are materialistic as well as consumerist आगରୁ जो जिनस आमे देखुथलु हम पाखरे नथिला now each and every people they are having some common commodities starting from your mobile to everything जिते below poverty line रे थिले भी तार पाखरे निश्चय मोबाइल थिबो सो गोटे रिवोल्यूशन जेते बेला आरंभ हुए एटा विभिन्न क्षेत्र रे तार परिणाम ता देखवा लागि मिले आ जोटा इंग्लैंड रो आरंभ हेतिला इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन ता आ जो इंडस्ट्री रे ओनली द
Sir, it's buffering.
हेलो सर शुभुनी किछि
हेलो
हेलो सर
हाँ
शुभुनी किछि
हेलो
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 सर
हां
सर किछि शुभुनी
सुबह जाउनी हेलो
एबे
हाँ सर
सुबिला सर
शुभिला
हां any question from your side are you asking any clarification आमे जोटा इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन कथा कहूछु इट इज योर मॉडर्न फैक्ट्री सिस्टम आमे ताको फैक्ट्री सिस्टम बोली कि भी कहूछु मशीनरी सिस्टम भी कहूछु मीन्स एंड मोड ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चर रो परिवर्तन हला बोली कि कहूछु इट इज लार्जली योर इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन एंड व्हेनेवर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट कैपिटलिस्ट इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन thereby those people who possess capital they started investing it in different industries and industrialization process when it starts there is less importance of your the earlier growth of your agriculture actually कौन हुए जेतेबेले इंडिया कथा देखा जो टेक द केस स्टडी ऑफ इंडिया till 21st century we are in 2021 we cannot say that our country is an industrialized country as maximum people as actually 20 to 30% people are still dependent on agriculture as their employment into जो जगह रे industrial revolution किंबा industry आरंभ हुए in that places agriculture will get least attention karan in that sector very few people will be working not in case of India and just like that ama jetebele industrial revolution arambho hela the modern factory system arambho hela and due to that there was a new turnaround, new changes were seen in the whole of your Western Europe. Now earlier agriculture was having a prime occupation, but that occupation was now relegated to the background. The secondary primary there was the exodus from the rural area, from the village area to the urban area. मु जोटा आगु कही कमर्शियल कैपिटलिज्म रे urbanization आरंभ हैला, technological upgradation हैला, and all these things amounts to your the effects of your industrial revolution. And there are different theories also put forwarded by different person, and one of the prominent economists who put forwarded it regarding your the theories of emergence of your capitalism is Adam Smith. Adam Smith is a propounder of free trade system. Free trade system माने जो system now it is continuing in most parts of the world. Free trade. Free trade माने the trade which is being transacted among different countries without any barrier. तामाने आज जोटा आमे इंडिया रे अछु, as we are in India, we are a part of the globalized world. Globalized world means we enter into WTO. GATT ए जो थरे हम अंशग्रहण करिछु तार द्वारा कोन होची बाहर जिंस गुडा को हमर एठी को आसुची without any restrictions, and our products are also going to different parts of the world without any restrictions. किंतु किछि जगह restrictions अछि. So सही free trade system से कहिथिले, and Karl Marx, basically your Karl Marx is a theorist who used the word capitalism maximum. He talked about his theories relating to capitalism. Capitalism ऊपर ही तांकर अनेक गुड़ा theory होची, जाओ जार बेसिस रे की सोवियत यूनियन किंबा जोटा रशिया रे हेलो
Sir, Adam Smith industrial. Sir.
हेलो हाँ
Sir, can you hear me?
हाँ या राइट प्लीज स्पीक.
Sir, Adam Smith जो थिले
हेलो
Sir,
हेलो
Adam Smith जो थिले इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन रे किछि रूल रेगुलेशन करथिले की?
ना ना, he is talking about
Sir,
capitalism.
Adam Smith जो थिले से इंडस्ट्रियल
His basic theory is relating.
Adam Smith किछि करनथिले माने राकर रूल रेगुलेशन.
सुनो गोटे कथा सुनो, किए कौन से जिनस व्हाट एवर यू टॉक आमे जेते भी थियोरिस्ट गुडा को देखुछु, those people only left their impression or their theory. It has been implemented in later part, not at that time. जदि बा आदम स्मिथ कही थिबे हला तांको कथा से टाइम रे at that time it was not being implemented. आमे जेतेबेले आजि कथा आमे कहूछु जे तांको सबुत्रु बड़ थियोरी कथा जोटा कि फ्री ट्रेड कथा, indirectly or directly he talked about it. कोटा फ्री ट्रेड सिस्टम कहिचंती, and in that during the revolutionary phase कोटा को रिवोल्यूशन इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन टाइम रे से जो थियोरी डेवलप करिथिले से थियोरी भितरे one of the theory is relating to your free trade. and वो कथा कहवा लगे सर कथा गोटे कथा हला during that time industrial revolution time रे जदि बा he put forwarded a theory, was it being practiced एई थिला कि सही समय रे. फॉर एग्जांपल टेक Montesquieu, Voltaire and Rousseau in the case of France. आमे आमे फ्रांस विप्लव कथा जेतेबेले कहूचु ए फरासी विप्लव कहूचु are they directly related to it? They have only written their theories, but it was being
idea thought ସେମାନେ ଦେଇଥିଲେ
or ଏଇଟା ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ these are thought process, but at that time it was not being implemented. Whatever things were coming, that was being the need of the time. जोटा जो समय रे दरकार थिला सेटा सेही जिंस implement କରାଗଲା ଏବଂ ଯେତେବେଳେ when intellectual fermentation started, ଯେତେବେଳେ ବୌଦ୍ଧିକ ଚିନ୍ତାଧାରା ଆରମ୍ଭ ହେଲା, intellectual fermentation started, at that time only these big words or these big theories put forwarded by such eminent personalities were being taken into account. But we cannot exactly say that during the time of Industrial Revolution all these things were being taken into account. For example, just I am reading a line here. Smith's argument that the separation of manufacture and agriculture and their allocation to town and country and consequently upon the development of trading connections will lead to a process of economic growth. Means तांकर जोटा idea थिला economic growth ऊपर, that was totally different and the other thing was being approached at that time. So we cannot exactly say, but that ideas were being regulated and formulated later on. And thereabout I was talking about Karl Marx. Karl Marx also, you know, a number of things he talked about: capital, capitalism, capitalist, all these things.
कार्ल मार्क्स को mercantile capitalism को मेंशन करछन तांका फर्स्ट
अच्छा आमा
इंटरप्रिटेशन
हां हां ठीक कथा हला से स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम इटा होची तांकर थ्योरीटा जे हु ऑब्जेक्टिव होची जे हु वर बीइंग एक्सप्लॉइटेड बाय ऑल दिस थिंग. आमे कैपिटल रो कैपिटलिज्म आसला, आमे देखला जे कमर्शियल कैपिटलिज्म, अग्रारियन कैपिटलिज्म आरंभ को स्टेट कैपिटलिज्म. तांकर ऑब्जेक्टिव थिला जे जते बेले गोटे कैपिटलिस्ट पैसाटा गोटे जगह रे इन्वेस्ट करे, तार मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव रहला प्रॉफिट. प्रॉफिट पई ही कैन डू एनीथिंग. फॉर एग्जांपल, those people who will be working in factories, will they receive justice from his owner, your industry owner? Hello, Firoz, are you listening? Yeah, आमे कार्ल मार्क्स कथा जते बेले कहूछु, कार्ल मार्क्स रो ए सब जिंस भितरे गोटे जिंस होची, the decisive point is that people are being exploited at large by all these concepts or all these things by your capitalist, mostly by the capitalist, as their objective is profit. So that's why in due course of time he suggested that there should be profit, there should be your industries, all right, but the surplus of these or the profits of all these your industries or other things should be given to or belonging to the maximum people of the population. That means the state should regulate. तामाने the state should regulate capitalism. जोटा कि हमारे 1917 revolution रे we have seen in Russia, the Tsar kingdom was dissolved and there was the socialist revolution in your Russia. Are you following my point?
sir Russia revolution ro kotha biseta
just we will talk that afterwards. We will talk that Russian revolution also. तो कार्ल मार्क्स रो गोटे मुख्य चिंताधारा थिला जे आमर भितरे जो क्लास स्ट्रगल होउछ, जे आम भितरे काहे कि छोट बड़ रो पार्थक्य रहिछि, कारण ऊपरे थिबा लोक ତାଙ୍କ ପଇସା ଲାଗି ତାଙ୍କର investment ଲାଗି they are exploiting one and all, and let there should not be any exploitation. Let the profit by share by one and all in the population, not by a specific person. That was his conclusion at the last. And thereafter another thing is given, proto-industrialization. Proto-industrialization means it is similar to industrialization, but it is not industrialization. Industrialization means where the machine made products or machine is being used in a factory. But when we are talking about proto-industrialization, there will be no machinery to be used in industry, but there would be an industry. For example, our handicraft products are being very famous throughout the world. Some of the handicraft products of India, like for example your Sambalpuri product, these products are being appreciated not only in India and to some extent in other parts of the world also. And when take the example of auto industrialization, it's a handicraft industry. Eta hato tiyari re sabu jinsa tiyari hochi. Kintu the way this industry is booming, it is an example of your proto-industrialization. First of all, those who are weaving these handicraft products, they are getting employment and their income. Then through different ways, others are being also getting employment, like selling those in markets and market network in local area to urban area and urban area to your metropolitan area. All these things are being done, and without the investment of a particular capitalist, and thereby people at large are being benefited from it. That is called proto-industrialization.
Sir, it means इमाने recession है न थी वो industry किंतु family रे समस्त
तामाने
होती है सेटा बिक्री करूथबे.
हाँ एटा से देइची से इतरे दिया है कि PI means proto-industrialization had distinctive patterns of development. It originally generated in pastoral regions and declining large-scale agricultural areas. Pastoral region माने जो जगह रे cattle rearing होथबो और agriculture ता secondary occupation थिबो, that is your pastoral regions, and declining or large scale agricultural areas. Suppose गोटे area आगरू सेटा से फेमस थिबो agricultural products लगे, किंतु सही जगह रे कृषि टा तार अधोगति हेतिबो किंबा तार पतन हेतिबो, सही जगह रे in that place your proto-industrialization can be substituted. So eta gote different method of industrialization सेते लगी ता कथा कोआ आइछि. तापरे एठी दिया आइछि different paths to industrialization. Britain, France, Germany, they took different ways. और एटा जोटा अछि, these are not so original to discuss. आ गोटे जिंस होचे capitalist entrepreneur. Do you know who is an entrepreneur?
Yes, business में जो माने business करंती. Startup.
जे काहे कि ताको entrepreneur बोली करी कोआ हुए.
काहे से जोने पर्सन सेटा को बोले बिजनेस बोले प्रॉफिट वगैरह ताको चलाए बोले गुटे पर्सन ताको, सो दैट एंटरप्रेन्योर ताको आजे एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप जो माने करंती ताको एंटरप्रेन्योर. अच्छा
समझते why all cannot be entrepreneur?
सेति पे स्किल दरकार सर, नीड स्किल. नीड
स्किल. मो बहुत प्रिसाइजली एटा कोइ रहछि, बहुत संक्षेप रे कहूजी. An entrepreneur is one who is having a new idea. Just take the example of Odisha also. आम जड़े को जगार कौन सी जॉब ना से कौन करे गोटे ग्रोसरी शॉप अच्छी गोटे मेडिसिन स्टोर अच्छी एटा ही से माने खोलिबे नहले कोटे गोटे स्टॉल हेले किछि गोटे काम आरंभ करिवे जो दुकान की सेठी 100टा दुकान थिबो किंतु a person who is an entrepreneur he will start a new idea से गोटे न्यू आइडिया नुआ कॉन्सेप्ट देखि किछि नुआ जिंस आरंभ करिवो एंड आम लोक कहीं करंतिनी कारण से माने भाबंती जे ए सब जिंस चलुछ और एथिरे हेले किछि बंची हबो खाइ किंतु those who are typical businessmen जोटा कि आमे मारवाड़ी गुजराती सिंधी एमान को नेगिरी कहू से माने दे आर एंटरप्रेन्योर्स से माने रिस्क ता उठांती they always took risks in this regard and thereby they invest their capital means risk अच्छी माने there will be profit also will be very high किंतु आम लोक कौन if money will be given to a Odia person then he will invest in not in new business but in the continuing business where others are doing that is the difference and he is an entrepreneur a person is an entrepreneur who invests his money with risks and having a new idea Acha. Another concept here is given that is bourgeois culture. Anyone having idea about bourgeois culture or where this concept has been derived from where this concept has been derived or where the concept was being very much popular Not anyone is answering. Others are simply. Are you not interested? Hello?
Sir, we are interested what?
No. Anyone feeling bored here?
No, sir. No, sir.
So, especially it's very dry also.
Sir,
This will generate. हेलो
ए वार्ड मु केबे सुनिनी
अच्छा मु कहूची आमे फ्रेंच रिवॉल्यूशन को जीवा फ्रेंच रिवॉल्यूशन रे ऑन द एब ऑफ रिवॉल्यूशन देयर वर 3 स्टेट्स फर्स्ट स्टेट सेकंड स्टेट और थर्ड स्टेट तीनटा स्टेट ला बोली कि कोआ तीनटा स्टेट माने
नोबल क्लर्जी
हां सेटा हला फ्यूडल
Sir.
Yes, someone is speaking.
Hello, sir. Sir, ଆପଣ ବଜ୍ର ଗୋଷ୍ଠୀ କଥା କହୁଛନ୍ତି କି? Hello, sir. ବଜ୍ର କଥା କହୁଛନ୍ତି କି?
Just I am talking about that. Please listen. I am speaking. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Please listen. I am speaking. आमे जोटा कहूछु हम इंडिया रे सबुत्र बड़ क्लास कोटा व्हिच इज द लार्जेस्ट सोसाइटी और क्लास आमे जदी कहबा एरिस्टोक्रेटिक पीपल हला जो माने पैसा थिला जा पाखरे बेसी पैसा अछि आमे कोटा मिडिल क्लास बोली कि कहो इंडिया रे आमे को का को बेसी
को मिडिल क्लास
हां राइट आई एम टॉकिंग टू दैट वन मध्यवित्त आम जो मध्यवित्त गोष्ठी से भितर मु कहूचे से भितर गोटे टर्म अछि बुर्जुआ तो जेते लोक अछंती पॉपुलेशन रो 80% ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन बिलोंग टू योर सो कॉल्ड मिडिल क्लास सो कॉल्ड जे आईएएस ऑफिसर से भी गोटे मिडिल क्लास रो लोक आ जे गोटे पीएम से भी गोटे मिडिल क्लास रो लोक हाउ यू कैन डिफरेंशिएट इट एथरे भी डिवीजन अच्छी ये those who are earning more than lakhs per month they are category number 1 Then who are those people? Doctors, engineers,
शिक्षक yes sir
philosophers.
शिक्षक डॉक्टर
शिक्षक
इंजीनियर
शिक्षक
फिलोसोफर
ତଳ
वकील
ଗୋଷ୍ଠୀରେ ଆସିବ ହେଲା। So
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ବୁର୍ଜୁଆ ମାନେ ଯୋଉମାନେ ବୌଦ୍ଧିକ ଚିନ୍ତାଧାରା ଥାଏ, a people
ଆଜ୍ଞା
so
sir
known for his intellectual ability, ବୌଦ୍ଧିକ ଚିନ୍ତାଧାରା ଯାହାର ଥାଏ, ଡକ୍ଟର ଆମେ କହୁନା ଡକ୍ଟର ଇଞ୍ଜିନିୟର ପ୍ରଫେସର ଏମାନେ ହେଲେ ସମସ୍ତେ ବୌଦ୍ଧିକ ଚିନ୍ତାଧାରାରେ ସମ୍ପନ୍ନ ଥିବା ବ୍ୟକ୍ତି। ତ ମିଡିଲ କ୍ଲାସ ରେ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ରୋ ରେ ଯିଏ ଆସେ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ବୁର୍ଜୁଆ ବୋଲିକିରି କୁହାଯାଏ। And
ଆଜ୍ଞା sir
this bourgeois culture developed with the emergence of this capitalist process in the Western European countries. ବୁଝିଗଲା? ମୁଁ ନେକ୍ସଟ ଟାକୁ ଯାଉଛି, ଆମ ସମୟ ବି
ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରା କ୍ଲାସ
ସୋସିଆଲିଷ୍ଟ। ହ୍ୟାଲୋ
ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରା କ୍ଲାସ
ହ୍ୟାଲୋ
ଟିକେ ନେଇଯିବା, ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରା କ୍ଲାସ ଟିକେ ନେଇଯିବା
ହଁ ନା
ସାର୍।
ଠିକ ଅଛି, ମୁଁ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେଚ୍ କରିଦଉଛି 10 minutes more, କାହିଁକି ଆମକୁ ଗୁଡା ଏତେ କନସେପ୍ଟ ରହୁଛି, ସେଇଟା ଗୁଡାକ ଡିସ୍କସନ କଲା ବେଳକୁ ନିହାତି ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲାସ ଦରକାର। ନେକ୍ସଟ ପେଜ ଅଛି socialist industrialization. We talked about industrialization. ଆମେ ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରିଆଲ ରିଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ କଥା ହେଲା, ଶିଳ୍ପ ବିପ୍ଳବ କଥା ହେଲା, କିନ୍ତୁ ଏହି ଶିଳ୍ପ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ସୃଷ୍ଟି ହେଲା, ସେଟା ହେଲା socialist industrialization. Socialist concept ଟା କୋଉଟା ଆସିଲା? Karl Marx, from where we just brought in a borrowed way, Karl Marx ପାଖରୁ। Socialist ମାନେ ହଉଛି, ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କଥା ମୁଁ କହିଦିଏ, have you know the term egalitarian society? egalitarian society ମାନେ
ସେମ୍
ଯୋଉ ସୋସାଇଟିରେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ସମାନ ଅଧିକାର, ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ସମାନ ରାଇଟ୍ସ, ସମାନ ପ୍ରିଭିଲେଜେସ୍ ଥାଏ, ତାକୁ egalitarian society ବୋଲିକି କୁହାଉ। ଆମେ ଇକୋନୋମିରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଯିବା, ଅର୍ଥନୀତିକୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଯିବା, ଆମ ଘରରେ 5 ଜଣ ଅଛନ୍ତି, 5ଟା ଭାଇ ଅଛୁ, ମାନେ 5 persons, 5 brothers are working in a different way, କିନ୍ତୁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ରୋଜଗାର ସମାନ ନୁହେଁ। ଜଣକର 5,000, person is getting 5,000 and another is getting 1 lakh. ଏଥିରେ ଅସମାନତା ରହୁଛି। So according to socialist principle, ସମାଜବାଦ ଯୋଉଟା କହୁଛୁ, ସମାଜବାଦ ହିସାବରେ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଯାହା ପାଖରେ ବେଶୀ ପଇସା ଥିବ, he will be taking care of the family, the responsibility is his own। ତ ସେଇ ହିସାବରେ socialist industrialization, ମୁଁ ଯୋଉଟା ଆଗରୁ କହୁଥିଲି, in an industry either the state or the capitalists are getting profit। जोटा मर्केंटालिज्म रे स्टेट ओन कैपिटलिज्म आमे जोटा कहूचु, स्टेट ओन कैपिटलिज्म सेतरे स्टेट रेगुलेट करे, सेतरे स्टेट जेतेबेले रेगुलेट करे, that is earlier this was known as mercantilism। किंतु आमे जोटा इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन देखला आरंभ हला 1760 onwards रे, by 19th century and 20th century it developed, it went to different parts of the world। सबु पृथ्वीर अधिकांश स्थान को इटा गला, किंतु गोटे मुख्य प्रतिबंधक थिला, the main obstacle was the profit and how the profit can be shared, how the profit can be shared। profit sharing upre there are differences of opinion, किंतु गोटे socialist industrialization रे profit will be shared by each and every person of the total population। That means it's a different kind of principle which has been introduced in industrialization। ଆଉ ସେଟାର ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ହେଲା Yeah, after that, after October Revolution in Russia, there was the emergence of your Soviet concept. जोटा साम्यवादी चिंताधारा आरंभ है गोटा रशिया विप्लव 1917 रे and that 1917 revolution, political revolution, that center around one thing, that is socialist industrialization. Socialist industrialization means where the state will be taking the responsibility of the industries, and whatever the profits will come, it will be shared by one and all in the population, and other things are there would be workers who will be working in these industries. Their welfare is prime in an industry, and their objectives and their objectives should be fulfilled by the state. Then the second thing is that is known as your state capitalism, and the industries will be controlled not by a capitalist, not by state, rather by workers. And others also have theorists has also given opinion in this regarding socialist industrialization, but the core principles are: number one, in a socialist industrialization, there will be no capitalist to invest his money in the industry. Rather, the state will be taking care of the investment in the industries, and the profit of the industries should be shared by one and all in the population. Then the workers of the industries are an integral part of this industrialization. So these are the concepts. It started in Soviet Russia, then it went to the countries of Eastern Europe like Bulgaria, Czechoslovakia, and all these things. But suddenly, in the year 1991 and 92, there was a breakdown of this socialist industrialization, experiment of socialist industrialization in Russia, and it broke down into a number of countries. And in Eastern Europe also, a number of countries became those countries which were having socialist industrialization, or having communist ideology. Their countries was also changed into a capitalist structure. So all these developments were there starting from 1917, but we cannot say that the socialist industrialization failed in the world after the collapse of your Soviet Russia. But we can say that that is still a new concept, that's a new idea which was being formulated after 1917 revolution. But there were some lapses in that your management level, or in the management of the industries and state, and thereby the superpower like your Soviet Russia, it collapsed. And in Eastern Europe, all these countries which were under or which were being inspired by Soviet experiment, their countries also became ruined, and there was the emergence of your capitalism in that place. Even after this also, we cannot say that it was a total failure. Rather, this was a new concept. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କଥା ହେଲା ଚାଇନାରେ ଆମେ କମ୍ୟୁନିଜିମ ଯୋଉଟା କହୁଛୁ ତାର ଇଞ୍ଜିନ ଯୋଉଟା ଅଛି ତ ଗାଡି ଯୋଉଥିରେ ଚାଲେ ଇଞ୍ଜିନ ଟା that is capitalist and ବାକି ଯୋଉଟା ଉପରେ କଭର ଅଛି that is communism. So that is another experiment in China, our neighbor. So these are the experiments with regard to your socialist industrialization. Then another concept which is given in unit 14 is underdevelopment. India is developed or underdeveloped?
Developing. Developing country.
Underdevelopment.
Underdeveloped.
Underdeveloped.
Then what are the parameters of these developing or underdeveloped? Hello? एतार फीचर्स गुड़ाक कौन आमे काहे अंडरडेवलप
reduction of poverty हेबा कथा developing हेले low mortality rate हेबा कथा
आमे जेतेबेले डेवलपिंग कहूछु in what way we are saying that we are a developing country? In what way we are a developing country? गोटे पिला परीक्षा रे फेल हला गोटे परीक्षा रे फेल हला ताको क्वेश्चन पचरा जाए किबा मोटिवेट करबा लागि क्वेश्चन हम जेतेबेले पचारो तोर आगो को इच्छा अछि कि नहीं तू पढ़िबो कि नहीं आपको पढ़िबार इच्छा अछि कि नहीं से कोन कहबो पढ़िबार अछि मोर आपको सिखबार अछि मो आउ ग्रो करिवि that idea is developing. And in India, why we are saying that we are yet to be a developed country, rather a developing country, it means that we are initiating or we are introducing and implementing different 5-year plans to reduce disparity in different sectors. आमे चेष्टा करूचु भारत रो अर्थनीति रे जे आमे किपरि भारत को जो जिनस रो अंडर डेवलपमेंट तो नाही टोटली अंडर डेवलपमेंट नाही किंतु आमे डेवलप आड़ को गति करूचु बोली को जिनस रो कहि परबो आमे कहि परिबा ए जिनस रो 5-year प्लान 5-year प्लान गुडा को जोटा इनिशिएट करा जाए जोटा के ब्लूप्रिंट बोली कह जाए अर्थनीति रो से ब्लूप्रिंट से आमे चेष्टा करू जे आमर जो प्रतिबंधक गुड़िक अच्छी आमर जो दुरावस्था अच्छी से दुरावस्था को दूर करी आमे केमतिया डेवलप कंट्री हेबो बोली किंतु इंडिया इज ए पैराडॉक्सिकल कंट्री इंडिया इज ए पैराडॉक्सिकल कंट्री सबुत्रु बेसी अशिक्षित भारत रे थिबे और सबुत्रु वर्ल्ड रो बेसी शिक्षित भारत रे थिबे वर्ल्ड रो सबुत्रु पोरेस्ट ऑफ द पोर इंडिया रे थिबे आउ वर्ल्ड रो रिचेस्ट पर्सन भी इंडिया रे अछन किछि लोक खाइबा लागि पाउ नाहंती दे आर नॉट गेटिंग स्क्वायर मील ए डे एंड सम पीपल हियर आर डाइटिंग समान को पाखरे खाइबा लागि अछि किंतु देह ए प्रकार अछि आइदर डॉक्टर मना करथिबो नहले से माने डाइटिंग करूथबे सो इंडिया इज पर्टिकुलरली ए पैराडॉक्सिकल कंट्री आउ आमो पाखरे जोटा वेल्थ अछि वी कैन परचेज द होल वर्ल्ड जा पाक को गोले जा घर को गोले जत्ते गरीब हेले भी किछि हेले सुना थिबो एंड if all these golds can be deposited in one place then you can purchase any developed country of the world. So let's come to our point जे underdevelopment रो feature गुड़ा को कौन what are the underdevelopment feature Number one, low levels of living, also low levels of your income, means per capita income, per capita मुंड पिछा आय बहुत कम थिबो, low levels of productivity, high rates of population growth, population टा बहुत बढ़ुथिबो, dependency, population ऊपर dependency बेसी थिबे माने तामाने आमर रोजगार कम करिवा लागे लोक कम थिबे किंतु ता ऊपर डिपेंडेंट बेसी थिबे, एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्शन ऊपर डिपेंडेंसी बेसी थिबो, देन dominance and dependence and vulnerability in international relations. हमको दरकार पड़ले का पाखरो चावल मगेवा खाइबा लगी का पाखरो तेल मगेवा कोटा import करिबा, if all these things are there, then these are the yardsticks of a underdeveloped country. So World Bank recommended different things to drive away this underdevelopment. Those are number one, reduction of poverty, low mortality rate.
World Bank criteria.
World Bank, according to your World Bank, एटा each and every country जोटा underdeveloped country सेमानकर तांकर लागि सेटा the World Bank suggested low mortality rates, universal primary education, आमे जोटा खाइवा को देकरी डाकू कि जोटा मिड डे मील देकरी आसो पाठ पढ़ो बोली करी, access to health care, gender equality, and national strategy for sustainable development. So all these things are being suggested by World Bank, and different countries, developing countries like India are following such things. एटा फॉलो न कले हमको कुआडो मिलिबो नि पैसा, वर्ल्ड बैंक के अलगा कोनसी IMF रो we will not get any money. So all the developing countries have to follow the guidelines of the World Bank. तो आज मु देखो गुड़ा 8-10 जन लेफ्ट हो गलेनी. So let day after tomorrow we will discuss.
सारी चैप्टर नेक्स्ट कंटिन्यू करबा ना, एटा एते सरी होला
ना कंटिन्यू करबा, हम धीरे धीरे हेले भी 5-5 मिनिट हेले भी गोटे डिस्कशन करे लास्ट पर्यंत पहुंचीबा जेमती करले भी.
सर
The strategy I will work out, and day after tomorrow we will finish all the your what blocks up to 9. हमें चेष्टा करबा, please go through it. If you are having any problems, then keep it. We will discuss on that day. So thank you very much for today.
थैंक यू सर.
Thank you very much.
थैंक यू.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Hello, Firoz.
हेलो सर.
Hello.
हां हेलो.
Hello, Firoz.
हां को ये शोभा जावने जोने को जोने को कथा भाई भल कहार शोभा जावने एक्चुअली.
No.
सर लेफ्ट हे गले की.
Firoz.
हां सर लेफ्ट हो गले.
मो पचारि था गोटे क्वेश्चन. हमर गोटे कोन करबा ना, हमें समस्त सार को गोटे दिन पढिबा, गोटे दिन हमर जो अछि हमें टिके लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन टाइप केमति कोन लेखा को से विषय टिके सार को डिस्कस करदो आडी.
हां एक्चुअली कथा को भाबुथि अजित सर को रिक्वेस्ट करनते बेले आ गुटे क्लास जदि एक्सटेंड करे पारनते भलो होंता.
गोटे क्लास सार को रिक्वेस्ट करबा जे हमको केमति माने सेटा आईडिया दा देबे जो MHI-2 रो केमति लेखिबा, गोटे जेमति हमर रहिला नेशनलिज्म कैपिटलिज्म, तो तार जो रहउची लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन रा को टाइप रो, कारण बहुत बड़ बड़ चैप्टर रहउची ना.
ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରା କ୍ଲାସ୍ ନେବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ। ଏଇଟା ତ ଫର୍ମାଲ, ଏଥିରେ ତ ଲିଙ୍କ୍ ଏଥିରେ ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରା କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଅଜୟ ସାର୍ ଚାହିଁଲେ ହେଇପାରିବ, ନହେଲେ ଗୋଟେ ସାର୍କୁ ଇନଫର୍ମାଲି ଆମେ ଗ୍ରୁପ୍ କେମିତି ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ କରିବା ଯେମିତି ଆମକୁ ଟିକେ ହେଲ୍ପ କରିବେ ସେମାନେ ଆଉ।
ହଁ ନାଇଁ ସେଇଟା ତ ସାର୍ଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟେ ଦିନ ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ କରିବା ଯେ ଏ ବିଷୟରେ ଟିକେ କହିଦେବେ ଟିକେ।
ନହେଲେ ବୁଝି ହବନି ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି।
ନାଇଁ ତ ମାନେ ସବୁ ବିଷୟରେ ବୁଝି ହଉଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମର ମେନ୍ ଇଏ ଜିନିଷ ହଉଛି ଯେ ଆମେ ଲଙ୍ଗ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଟା ରାଇଟିଂ କେମିତି କରିବା, ଏତେ ବଡ ବଡ ପାରାଗ୍ରାଫ ଅଛି ତ ସେଇଟା।
ହଁ ସତ କଥା ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି।
ମୁଁ
ହଁ
ଦେଖୁଥିଲି
କାବ୍ୟଶ୍ରୀ ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ କୁହନ୍ତୁ।
ଆମର ଇଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ ଅଫ ଯୋଉ କମର୍ସିଆଲ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ପରେ
ର
ସେଇ
ଟିକେ
ଜିନିଷଟା
ଟିକେ 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 ହଁ ବିକାଶ ଭାଇ କହ।
ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଦଉଛି ଆମର ଇଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ ଅଫ କମର୍ସିଆଲ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ଯୋଉ ଅଛି।
ହଁ
କମର୍ସିଆଲ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ପରେ ଯୋଉ ଜିନିଷ ପଏଣ୍ଟସ୍ ଗୁରା ଅଛି ଯେମିତି ଆମର ରହିଲା ଅଦର୍ସ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରି ଯୋଉ ଇଏଗୁରା ସେଇ ସବୁ ଲେଖା ହବ କି କଣ?
ନା ନା ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ମୁଁ ଯାହା ଭାବୁଛି କହିବି କଥାଟେ। ହ୍ୟାଲୋ।
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ତ ମୁଁ ଯାହା ଭାବୁଛି ଯଦି ଇଭାଲୁଏସନ ଅଫ କମର୍ସିଆଲ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ପଢିଲା ସପୋଜ, ପ୍ରଥମେ ତ ଆମକୁ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ବିଷୟରେ ଡିଫାଇନ୍ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ। କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ କଣ, ତାପରେ ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ କମର୍ସିଆଲ ଆସିବାକୁ ପଡିବ।
କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ଉପରେ ଲେଖିବା କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଇ କମର୍ସିଆଲ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ଉପରେ ବହୁତ ଜିନିଷ ରହୁଛି।
କଣ ରହୁଛି ପିରିୟଡ଼ ଅଫ କମର୍ସିଆଲିଜମ୍, ଇଭାଲୁଏସନ ଅଫ କମର୍ସିଆଲିଜମ୍, ଏଇଟା ତ?
ସେଇଟା କହୁଛି ଗୋଟେ ଧର ଆଗ ତ ଆମେ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ଲେଖିବା, ମିନିଂ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍, ତାପରେ ଇଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍, ସେଇଥିରେ ତାପରେ ଯୋଉ
ନା
ପଏଣ୍ଟସ୍
ନା
ଗୁରା
ନା ନା
ଅଛି
ନା 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 ପ୍ରଥମେ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ଲେଖିବା। କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ଲେଖିଲା ପରେ ତାପରେ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ହଁ ତାପରେ ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଟେ ଅଥର ମାନଙ୍କୁ ଯୋଉମାନେ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ କୁ କହୁଛନ୍ତି, ଯେମିତି କାର୍ଲ ମାର୍କ୍ସ କହିଛନ୍ତି, ତାଙ୍କ ଦୁଇ ଧାଡ଼ି ଲେଖିକରି ତାପରେ ମେନ୍ ଟପିକ୍ କୁ ଇଭାଲୁଏସନ ଅଫ
theories
କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ଆସିକି
capitalism
ହଁ ତାପରେ ଆମେ ଆସିକି ଲେଖିବାକୁ ପଡିବ। କିନ୍ତୁ ରୋଲ୍ ଅଫ ମାର୍କେଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ଏଟା ଲେଖିବାକୁ ପଡିବନି ମତେ ଯାହା ଲାଗୁଛି।
ଠିକ ଅଛି ସେତିକି ଯେତିକି ଅଛି ଅନୁସାରେ ସେ ଏଇ ସବୁ ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆମେ ସାରଙ୍କୁ କହିକି ଟିକେ ଡିସକସ୍
ହଁ
କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ।
ତାପରେ ଫିଡାଲିଜିମ୍ ରୁ କେମିତି କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ସେ ଟ୍ରାନଜିସନ ପିରିୟଡ ଟା ଲେଖିବା ଜରୁରୀ।
ସେଇଟା ସେଇ ଇଭଲ୍ୟୁସନରେ ଲେଖିବାକୁ ପଡିବ।
ହଁ ହଁ ଇଭାଲୁଏସନ ହେଇଛି ନା, ଇଭାଲୁଏସନ ହେଇଛି କେମିତି ଇଭାଲୁଏଟ ହେଲା, କେମିତି ଆମର ଫିଡାଲିଜିମ୍ କେମିତି
ରୋଲ ଅଫ ମର୍କାନେଟିଜମ୍ ଯୋଉ ରହିଲା, ଏସବୁ ଯୋଉ ଇଏ ଗୁଡା ସେଇଟା ସବୁ ତାରି ଭିତରେ ଆସିବ ନା ତା ମାନେ ସେଇଟା ନାହିଁ
ନା
ଲଙ୍ଗ
ନା ନା
କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍
ନା ହେଟା ରୋଲ ଅଫ ଟ୍ରେଡ୍ ହେତେ ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ। ଆମେ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ସୋସିଆଲ ଲେଖିବା। ରୋଲ ଅଫ ମାର୍କେଣ୍ଟାଇଲ୍ ତାଙ୍କ ରୋଲ କଣ ଥିଲା, କିନ୍ତୁ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ର ଅଲଗା କନସେପ୍ଟ। କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ବୋଲେ ପୁଞ୍ଜି ବାହାର ଥିଲା, ମାର୍କେଣ୍ଟାଇଲିଜମ୍ ସେ ଅଲଗା ପଲେଇଯିବ, ତାଙ୍କର ଅଲଗା ରୋଲ।
ଠିକ
ତ ସେ
ଅଛି।
ଭିତରେ ଆଣିଲେ ବେଶୀ ହେବ, ଏସବୁ ଲେଖି ହେବନି। ମେନ୍ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଲେଖିବା ଟ୍ରାନଜିସନ କେମିତି ଇଭାଲୁଏସନ ଯେହେତୁ କହୁଛି ନା, ଇଭାଲୁଏସନ ଯେହେତୁ ହେଇଛି ତାମାନେ ଆମେ
ହୁଁ
ସେଟାକୁ ନେଇକି ଲେଖିବାକୁ ପଡିବ। କାହିଁକି
hello
କେମିତି ସେ ଫିଉଡାଲିଜିମ୍ ରୁ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ କୁ ଆସିଲା କଥାଟା। ତାପରେ ତାର ବିଭିନ୍ନ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରି କେମିତି ଥିଲା, ସ୍ପେନରେ ତାର କଣ କଣ ପ୍ରଭାବ ଥିଲା, ଇଟାଲୀରେ କଣ ଥିଲା, ଫ୍ରାନ୍ସ ରେ କଣ ଥିଲା, ଏଇଟା ଜଷ୍ଟ ଏତେ
ନାଇଁ
ଲେଖିକି
ସେମିତି
ସରିଲା
ଗୋଟେ
କଥା।
ଜିନିଷ ଅଛି ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ, ସେଇ ଚାପ୍ଟରରେ ଗୋଟେ ଲଙ୍ଗ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆସିଥିଲା ଆମର। ଲଙ୍ଗ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି, ସେଥିରେ ଆମର କଣ ଅଛି, ଡିଫାଇନ୍ ଦ ଫିଚର୍ସ ଅଫ କମର୍ସିଆଲ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍।
ହୁଁ।
ତ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆସିବ ଏଇଟା କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍, ତ ଆମକୁ ତା ଭିତରେ ପୁରା ଡିଟେଲ୍ସ ଲେଖିବାକୁ ପଡିବ କି କଣ ଲେଖିବାକୁ ପଡିବ।
ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଭାଇ ଏଇଟା ବଡ ଲଙ୍ଗ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍, କିନ୍ତୁ ଏଥିରେ ବହୁତ ପୁରା ଟ୍ରିକି କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଏଇଟା, ବୋଲେ ଏମିତି ସବୁ ଲେଖିଲେ ତ ଲେଖି ହବନି। ତ
ହଁ
ଏଇଟା
ସେଇ
ବଡ କନସେପ୍ଟ ଟା କିନ୍ତୁ।
ମାନେ କହୁଛି କେତେଟା କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆମେ ରଖିବା, ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆମର ଯୋଉ ଚାପ୍ଟର ଗୁରା ଟିକେ ଲେନ୍ଥି ଅଛି, ତ ଆମେ ତାକୁ ଟିକେ ଡିସକସ୍ ଟିକେ କରିବା ସାରଙ୍କ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ।
ଭାଇ ମୁଁ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ମୋ ଭିୟୁ ଟା ଦେବି, ତୁମେ ଟିକେ ଦେଖିବ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି କମର୍ସିଆଲ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଟା ଟିକେ ଲେଖିବ ତ ତୁମେ, ମୁଁ ତାର ଆନ୍ସର କେମିତି ହେବା ପ୍ଲାନ୍ କରିବା, ଆମେ ବି ଡିସ୍କସ୍ କରିପାରିବା, ଆମ ଭିତରେ ବି ଡିସ୍କସ୍ କରିପାରିବା।
ମୁଁ ସେଇ ଜିନିଷ ଟା କେତେଟା ମୁଁ ବାହାର କରିଦଉଛି, ଯେମିତି ଆମର ନ୍ୟାସନାଲିଜିମ୍ ହଉ କି ଆମର କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜିମ୍ ହଉ, ତାରି ଉପରୁ କେତେଟା ମୁଁ ଜିନିଷ ବାହାର କରିଦେବି। ସାରଙ୍କର ଆମର ସରିଲା ପରେ ସାରଙ୍କୁ ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ କରିବା ଗୋଟେ ଦିନ।
ହଁ ଆମ
15
ଭିତରେ ଟିକେ ବ୍ରେନ ଷ୍ଟର୍ମିଂ କରିବା ଟିକେ, ଆମ ଭିତରେ ଟିକେ ଆମ ମାଇଣ୍ଡ କୁ ଟିକେ ହରକତ କରିବା, ତାପରେ ସାରଙ୍କ କଥା ହେଲେ ଭଲ ହେବ ଭାବୁଛି ମୁଁ। କେମିତି
ହଁ
କରିବା ଦେଖ,
ଆମେ ତା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଟିକେ ଡିସକସ୍ କରିବା ସେ ବିଷୟରେ ଆଉ।
ତ ବ୍ଲାଙ୍କ ମାଇଣ୍ଡ ରେ ଡିସକସ୍ କଲେ କିଛି ଲାଭ ହେବନି ସାରଙ୍କ ସହିତ।
ନା ବ୍ଲାଙ୍କ ମାଇଣ୍ଡ ତ କରିବାନି, ଆମେ ପଢିବା ଟିକେ କୋଉ ଉପରେ ଟିକେ କାହାର ମାନେ ଡାଉଟ ରହୁଛି, ସେଇଟା ଯଦି ସମସ୍ତେ ପଚାରିବେ ତ ଭଲ ହବ। ଧର ମୁଁ
ହଁ
ଗୋଟେ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ୟୁନିଟ୍ ଉପରୁ ପଚାରିଲି, ତ ଆଉ କିଏ ଅନ୍ୟ ୟୁନିଟ୍ ଉପରୁ ଯଦି କିଛି
ବେଶ
ପଚାରିବେ।
ବେଶ 50 ଲୋକ 50 ୟୁନିଟ୍ ସରିଯିବ।
ହଁ
ହ୍ୟାଲୋ ଫିରୋଜ।
ହଁ ଠିକ ଅଛି, ହଁ କୁହନ୍ତୁ।
ଫିରୋଜ ତମ ନମ୍ବର ଟିକେ ଦିଅ ପ୍ଲିଜ, ମୁଁ ନା ଆର କ୍ଲାସ କିଛି ବି ଜଏନ୍ କରିପାରୁନି। ଆଜି ମତେ ମୁଁ ଜଏନ୍ କରିପାରୁନଥିଲି, ଆଜି ମତେ ଅଜିତ ସାର୍ ହିଁ ଜଏନ୍ କରାଇଲେ, କଣ ପାଇଁ କେଜାଣି ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି, କୌଣସି ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ମୁଁ ଜଏନ୍ କରିପାରୁନି। ଜାଣିପାରୁନି
କଣ ଆପଣ
ପ୍ଲିଜ।
ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ ଗ୍ରୁପ ନାହିଁ, ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ ଗ୍ରୁପ ନାହିଁ?
ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ କିଛି ଗ୍ରୁପ ମୁଁ କିଛି ଜଏନ୍ କରିନି।
ବିକାଶ ସାର୍ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ବିକାଶ ସାର୍ ନମ୍ବର ଟା ଆପଣ ସେ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ଆଡ୍ କଲେ କି?
लिंक शेयर कर दउची।
लिंक टा ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ଫିରୋଜ ମୋ ନମ୍ବର ନହେଲେ ରଖନ୍ତୁ ମତେ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ ରେ ମତେ ଟିକେ ଇଏ କରିଦେବେ ପଠେଇବେ ଟିକେ
ହଁ ନମ୍ବର କୁହ।
ଲେଖନ୍ତୁ 933
ହଁ
7
ହୁଁ
140
ହୁଁ
108
ଠିକ
କାବ୍ୟଶ୍ରୀ
ଅଛି
ବୋଲି ଟିକେ ଜଏନ୍ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ପ୍ଲିଜ। ମୁଁ ନା ବହୁତ ମାନେ ଟୋଟାଲି କିଛି ବି ମୁଁ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଜଏନ୍ କରିନି। ଆଜି ମତେ ରଜିତ ସାର୍ ହିଁ ଜଏନ୍ କରେଇଲେ। ମୁଁ 4 ଦିନ ହେଲାଣି ଜଏନ୍ କରିପାରୁନି। ତାପରେ ଶୀତ ସାରଙ୍କର ବି 3ଟା କ୍ଲାସ୍ ମିସ୍ କରିଛି। ଆଉ MHI-05 ର ମୁଁ କିଛି ଜଏନ୍ କଣ ପାଇଁ
ନା ନା ସେ
କେଜାଣି
ବିକାଶ ଭାଇ ସେ ଭିଡିଓ ଅଛି ନା ସବୁ ଆମର ସେ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ସବୁ ଅଛି ନା ଭିଡିଓ।
ହଁ ଗ୍ରୁପ ରେ ଅଛି ସେଟାକୁ ଆଉଥରେ ଟିକେ ଆମେ ପଠେଇଦବା ଇଏରେ ଆଉ।
ହଁ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ପୁଣି ଥରେ ତାକୁ ଫେର ପୁଣି ପଠେଇଦବା।
ଆଉ ମତେ ଟିକେ
ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ଜଏନ୍ କରିଦଉଛି।
ପ୍ଲିଜ ମୁଁ କିଛି ବି ଜାଣିପାରୁନି କୋଶ୍ଚେନ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ମୁଁ କିଛି ବି ଜାଣିନି। ତମମାନେ ଯାହା ବି ଟିକେ ଜାଣିଛ ମୁଁ କିଛି ବି ଜାଣିନି। ମତେ ଟିକେ ପ୍ଲିଜ ସେୟାର କର।
ସମସ୍ତେ ସମାନ ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ କିଛି ଜାଣିନୁ।
ନାଇଁ ଏଇଟା ଆମେ କଣ କରିବା ନା ଆମର ସବୁ କ୍ଲାସ ସରିଲା ପରେ ଆମେ ରେଗୁଲାର ଗୋଟେ ମିଟିଂ ରଖିବା। ତ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ଟାଇମ ଯେତେବେଳେ ହବ ସେଇ ଅନୁସାରେ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ମିଟିଂ ରଖିବା।
ବିକାଶ ଭାଇ ଗୋଟେ ମେସେଜ ଆଜି କହ ତ ଟିକେ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ଟିକେ କୁହ ତ।
ତମ ନମ୍ବର ଟିକେ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ ନମ୍ବର ତମର କୋଉଟା ୟୁଜ କରୁଛ ଟିକେ ଦିଅ ଫିରୋଜ।
ହଁ ଲେଖ 9776
9776
115
115
336।
336 ଓକେ
ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି କଥା
ଫିରୋଜ।
କଣ କି ନା ନା ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି କଥା କଣ କି ଆମେ ସେ ବିକାଶ ଭାଇ ଆଜି କେବେ ଟିକେ ଦେଖ ଟିକେ ପ୍ଲାନ୍ କରିବା କେମିତି କରିବା।
ହଁ ସେଟା ପ୍ଲାନ୍ ଆମେ କରିବା। ଆମର ତ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ ଅଳ୍ପ ଦିନ କ୍ଲାସ ହବ 21 ତାରିଖ ଯାଏ କ୍ଲାସ ହବ।
ହଁ
ତ ଦେଖିବା ତାରି ଭିତରେ ଆମେ ନହେଲେ ତାପରେ ନେକ୍ସଟ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ମିଟିଂ ରଖିବା ତା ଭିତରେ କରିବା। କାରଣ ବହୁତ ପିଲା ବି ଆମର ଜଏନ୍ କରିପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି। ଆମର ବି ଯୋଉ ଡାଉଟ ରହୁଛି ଆମେ ତା ଭିତରେ ବି ଆମେ ସେଟ୍
ଟୋଟାଲି
କରିଦବା।
ଜଏନ୍ କରିପାରିନି। ଆଜି ହିଁ ମୋର ଫାଷ୍ଟ କ୍ଲାସ ହେଲା ସାରଙ୍କର। ମୁଁ ଆଉ ଗୀତ ସାରଙ୍କର 3ଟା କ୍ଲାସ ଟୋଟାଲି କରିପାରୁନି। କଣ ଆଜି ମତେ ସାର୍ ନିଜେ ଜଏନ୍ କରାଇଲାଠୁ ମୁଁ ଆସିନହେଲେ ଆଜି ବି କ୍ଲାସ ମିସ୍ କରିଥାନ୍ତି।
ସାର୍ କୁ ଆଜି ଫୋନ କରିବା କି ସାର୍ କୁ ଫୋନ କରିବି କି ଆଉ ବୋଲେ ଏମିତି କ୍ଲାସ ଟିକେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲାସ ଏକ୍ସଟେଣ୍ଡ ହେଇପାରିବ କି ଏମିତି।
ଗୋଟେ କାମ କର ତମେ ଟିକେ ଯୋଉ ଗ୍ରୁପ ରେ ଯୋଉ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ ଗ୍ରୁପ କରିଦିଅ ଯୋଉଥିରେ କି ସମସ୍ତେ
ଅଛି
ରହିପାରିବେ।
ଅଲରେଡି ଅଛି ଏଇଟା ବହୁତ ଆଗରୁ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ ଗ୍ରୁପ କରା ହେଇସାରିଲାଣି।
ଆରେ ମତେ ଟିକେ ଆଡ କରିଦିଅ।
ହଁ ହଁ ଏବେ କରିଦବା।
କରିଦିଅ ଆଉ ମତେ ଟିକେ ଆଉ କେତେବେଳେ ଟାଇମ ହେଲେ ତମକୁ ପଚାରିଲେ ଟିକେ ମତେ ଟିକେ ଯୋଉ ଅଲଗା ଯୋଉ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ସାର୍ ଡାକିଛନ୍ତି ଟିକେ ଡାକିବ ପ୍ଲିଜ। ମୁଁ କିଛି ବି ଜାଣିପାରୁନି।
ହଁ ଆଜ୍ଞା
ତାପରେ
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା।
2 ଦିନ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ସାର୍ ଦେଲେ ଆଉ 2 ଦିନ ସେତେବେଳକୁ କ୍ଲାସ ହେଇସାରିଥିଲା। ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଆଜି ସାରଙ୍କୁ ବାର ପହରଦିନ ଫୋନ କଲି ତଥାପି ସାର୍ ମତେ ଗ୍ରୁପ ଲିଙ୍କ ଟା ଦେଇପାଇଲେନି। ଆଜି ମତେ ଅଲଗା ଗୋଟେ ଦେଲାଠୁ ମୁଁ ସେ ଲିଙ୍କରେ ଜଏନ୍ ନିଜେ ସାର୍ କରେଇଲାଠୁ ମୁଁ କରିଲି। ଆଜି ମୁଁ ଟୋଟାଲ କ୍ଲାସ କରିପାରିନଥାନ୍ତି ନହେଲେ।
କରିବା ବିକାଶ ଭାଇ ସେ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଟିକେ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ ରେ ପଠେଇବ ତ ଦେଖିବା ଟିକେ ତାର ଆନ୍ସର ଟିକେ ମାଇଣ୍ଡ ଟିକେ
ହଁ
କରିବା।
ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ
ହଁ
ରେ ଟିକେ ପଠେଇ
ବାହାର
ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ
କରି
ଦେଖିବା
ପଠେଇବି ଆଉ।
ସେଟାକୁ। ସାର୍
ହଁ ହଁ
ସାର୍ ଆସିଥିଲେ।
ହଁ କରିବା ଟେନସନ ସବୁ କରିବା ମିଶିକି ସମସ୍ତେ ମିଶିକି ପାସ୍ ହେବା ଆଉ କାଇଁ ସମସ୍ତେ ମିଳିମିଶିକି ପାଠ ପଢିବା କୋପରେସନ ସମସ୍ତ ଥିବା କଥା ଆଉ କିଏ କୋଉଟା ଭିତରେ ଡିସକସ କରାକରି ହେଲେ ଜାଣିବା ସମସ୍ତେ।
ଆମକୁ ନିଜକୁ ହିଁ ପଢିବାକୁ ପଡିବ।
ଏକ୍ଜାକ୍ଟଲି।
ତ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆମେ ଏକା ତ ପାରିବାନି ତ ସମସ୍ତେ ଯିଏ ଯୋଉ ଉପରେ ଫିଲ୍ଡ ଉପରେ ଭଲ ଟିକେ ପାରଙ୍ଗମ ଥିବେ ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ ନିଜକୁ କୋପରେଟ କରିବା ଆଉ।
ହଉ
ଏକ୍ଜାକ୍ଟଲି। ହଉ ଠିକ ଅଛି ତାହେଲେ ମୁଁ ରହିଲି ଆଉ।
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ ବିକାଶ ଭାଇ ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ କେବଶ୍ରୀ ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ ବାଏ
ହଁ
ଟିକେ।
ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ ବିକାଶ ଭାଇ ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ। ऊपर टेबल पर है हाँ टेबल पर है टेबल पर है अरे छुआ बार बार जाके खोल दे ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಪ್ಪುಳ ಕೊಲ್ಲುವುದು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಭಕ್ತಿರಾಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಲ್ಲ ବଳିଥିଲା ସକାଳ ହଁ ଅଛି କଣ ଆଣ କିଏ ପକେଇଲା ଲାଇଟ୍ କିଏ ପକେଇଲା? କୋଡ଼ିଏ ଟଙ୍କା ଏଇଟା ଏଇଟା ହଁ